Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
Welcome to our podcast, It's About Payroll. We're your hosts, Brian Escobar and Walter William Duncan III. Whether you're new to the payroll game or a seasoned veteran, we have something for you. Welcome back, folks. This is episode 151. It's about payroll. I'm trying a new vibe here, some lighting and situations. We'll see how it goes.
No, he's not turning.
Oh, imagine. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But before we get into it
Yeah.
all, what's good, man? What's up, Walt?
No, I'm good, man. Happy day to you, sir. This month has flown by. As March has come and gone.
Gone.
Another
That's it.
season has come and gone.
For real. 12 seasons deep
Yeah.
to the show.
About to be 13 seasons in to this. And
Yeah.
look, man, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, man. Yeah, definitely. I wanted to say shout out to RIP and my boy Phil. I always keep my man right here. He's hiding in the corner back here, man. We lost him like 2 years ago, and he was buried 2 years ago today. Also, my boy lost his birthday. So it was crazy because he passed on my birthday and was buried on my boy's birthday,
Wow.
his best friend, basically.
Yeah.
And my best friend, too. It was like a little connection. It was crazy.
Yeah.
My other boy was like, "Oh, look at the connections or whatever." I was like, he didn't want us to forget about him.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. Shout out to his fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Other than that, bro, again, time is flying. What else? Any updates on the financial fitness challenge?
No, man, just keep it steady.
Keeping it steady,
Yeah, I
yo.
think we've been doing good from a business standpoint. I don't think we have any other updates and everything like that. But I've just been steady, man.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I will say and realize now with the way that we're shopping and buying groceries and prepping, how like it's cut down on so much waste, and we find ourselves throwing out way less food than we
Way less.
than we used to. Yep.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because one of the things that I had learned when I became all obsessed about waste and food waste and whatnot was like America as a whole waste 40% of food.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
So,
And you can
think
think
about
about
it.
it. Yeah, it's almost half. Think about it. When you go to restaurants, the food that's waste, like you see it, right? You can see the food getting thrown away and
Yeah.
things like that. And yeah, it's you gotta have to accept it to be able to go on in your day. Like people like me who obsess on little things
Yeah.
and who is, hey, how you do anything is how you do everything, and
Yep.
efficiency and it's effective. Like it's you have to accept a certain amount of
And
waste.
that's just the food supply from what I'm reading.
Okay.
That's just the food supply that goes unsold or uneaten. Yeah.
What?
30 to 40.
So our groceries type of
Yeah.
deal, basically. What we go, wow, and yeah, I believe
A
it. I believe it.
160 billion pounds of food, or roughly 1,000 pounds per person, and that is almost $500 billion annually.
Unbelievable. That's why, and I know we're going off subject here, but
Hey.
it is a finance. It could relate to the finance because we're talking savings, we're talking stuff like that. There are a lot of companies that are like there was this vegetable like produce company
Mm-hmm.
that collected all, and there's another one that's I forgot what they call, but there's something like the ugly food company or
Yes,
something like
yes,
that,
yes, yes.
and they just deliver because Walmart they only want the proper looking banana. They only want a round orange, whereas in nature, fruits
Yes.
have odd sizes sometimes and weird shapes. And there, it's not always the perfect looking
Yep.
banana, and it's still fine. But that's the only ones that they want to sell in the store. Like
Yep.
these other companies are collecting that unwanted stuff and they're they're selling it. They're
Yep.
finding a market, so you can actually save money if you go to those markets.
Yep.
And I actually I gotta relook at it because it was a pretty good deal. I used to get a box of produce every week, and you can tell it what you want,
Mm-hmm.
and so Anywho, little things like that. But
That's great,
yes,
man.
we're steady going. Same thing over here. I finally started going through and prepping for business taxes and personal taxes and all that to file.
Yeah.
People may be like, "Oh my God, how come you didn't file already?" Because now we're business owners, so there's really
Yeah.
there's no rush to pay a bill.
No, it's not.
So once you become a business owner, you want to reduce your taxes, and maybe there's a return situation at some point, but we haven't gotten there yet. So yeah, usually I file for extension, but I think I'll be able to get it in. Hopefully, my CPA don't kill me. You get it in. We get it in under the wire there. Yeah, she probably already filed an extension for us, but
Yeah.
hopefully, cause I did tell her that I did. We wanted to get it on time, and start. So I'm starting to look through that expenses and that, and then so basically, this process will help me look back at what we've spent on
Yep.
business and myself and my personal, my family, like what we're wasting money
Yep.
in. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So yeah, so that's part of the challenge, right? You gotta get a good look at where you're spending it to be able to save.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Other than that, man, let's get into this payroll news updates.
Oh, okay. So
What you got for us
mine's
today?
going to be short and sweet. Something by BLS.gov, and it's talking about the average hourly earnings. So in February, the hourly average for all employees um, on farm payrolls, non-farm payrolls,
Non-farm payroll. Yeah.
rolled by um, 10 cents or 0.3%.
What do you say? Rolled? I didn't catch
Rose.
that word. What was it? Rose
Rose. Yep. Yeah,
increased.
increase. So over the
Got it.
past 12 months, the average hourly earnings have increased by 4%.
I can't figure out if you have a southern accent. Like your accent is crazy because you've been like from Germany to Michigan to to Florida. You're a world
It's just
traveler.
big teeth and big lips, bro. That's it. That's it. I have a hard time enunciating sometimes because these things get in the way.
No, but it's a little bit his accent. Have you seen that? I feel like I share him a lot. Nate Barzakate, the comedian.
I probably know who he is if I see his face.
Yeah, bro, he's hilarious. I'll share a clip with you, and he talks about his accent. He's from Tennessee,
Hmm.
and he says "all," but that's what do you think I'm saying?
Oil.
Yes, I'm saying you understand the
I do
accent.
because I say it too.
And
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
people talk about the way I say toilet. Toilet.
How do you say toilet?
I say, yeah, I say it.
Toilet,
Yeah,
toilet,
toilet.
toilet,
Toilet.
toilet, toilet.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered what really makes a generation tick? Who gets to pick the name? And why the slang keeps changing? Don't worry, I can help. My name's Dr. Megan Grace. On hashtag Gen Z, I share the voices and experiences of Generation Z, how they're different from other generations, what moves them, and why they do what they do. In each episode, we go beyond the buzzwords and the stereotypes to dive into real conversations and the insights that matter to making intergenerational collaboration a reality. You can catch hashtag Gen Z on the Work to Find podcast network and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Okay. So a lesson in accents today, folks.
What do you got for us, man?
Oh, did you go? Oh, so you covered
That was
your
it.
nugget.
Yeah.
Oh, so the non-farm payroll
Hourly
rose,
average
basically
earnings.
hourly average rose, and that's perfect because we last time I was defining non-farm
Yeah, yeah.
payroll, and yeah, so perfect. Mine is I love the whole mergers and but actually not a merger, it's technology update.
Hmm.
Software providers are integrating AI into all aspects of HCMs, human capital management systems, enabling more strategic use of resources and giving employees a more consumer like experience. So basically, it's a survey and a buyer's guide,
Yeah.
and they're saying, I think what they said by year 2027. Where's the stat at that I saw earlier? Sorry. Good gosh, where's the stat? Yeah, so it says AI is becoming a core requirement for human capital management systems and employee engagement, with two-thirds of enterprises expected to need AI enabled capabilities
Hmm.
in their HCMs by the year 2027, according to a new research by ISG.
Wow.
Yeah, again, folks. Now, if we wanted to be specific, HCMs are not necessarily payroll, but it does feed into payroll,
Hmm.
either through the same system or through another system.
Yep.
Because again, like Anita Latink is, I love quoting, payroll starts the moment an HR file is
Yep.
changed. So it's gonna roll down and it's gonna get there. I think people are if they're still if they're developing it in the background for payroll, they're not ready to report on it, or they're just scared to do it. One of the things I did read recently, speaking of AI and payroll, and then that's really all I had to report. So I just want to finish it up. But somebody said something very, oh, I think it was Anita Latink
Hmm.
in one of, on LinkedIn, and she said that there's still a case of, you know, how they say AI hallucinates.
Yes.
So you can't have AI in payroll hallucinating. You know what I mean? Walt makes $1 million a year, not and definitely not off of Walt's hallucinations. Because shout out to Walt, man, because he's big dreaming, and I need that in my life. I've needed that in my life more than I've told you. But yeah, but based on your hallucinations, we'd be millionaires, and AI be paying us crazy. And I was like, oh man, that is a good point. It needs definitive. I forget the words, the fancy words she used, but it was like you need more definitive, out products, not a
Yeah.
hallucinating
Yeah.
product. So I was like, okay, fair, but I still feel like they are gonna get there. There's challenges still, sure, there's
Yeah.
speculation,
Hmm.
but look, the fact that 2/3 of companies, of enterprise level companies, by in 2 years
Hmm.
they feel like they have to have AI
Yeah.
integrated into their HCMs is saying a lot,
Yeah.
right? Just a matter of time,
Well,
folks. Yeah,
the
yeah,
future is
that's
now,
about it.
man. The future is
The
now.
future is now. Yep. The future is now. Learn it, get into it,
Yep.
and then so let's pay the
Yes, sir.
bills. Shout out to Time Track Go. If you're looking for a more efficient way to manage employees, Time Track Go is the solution. Time Track Go turns an ordinary tablet into the state of the art time clock in minutes. And with its mobile app and web portal, employees can clock in from anywhere in the world. But wait, it gets better. Time Track Go also automates PTO tracking, simplifies time off requests, and makes life easier for both you and your team, you being the payroll person,
Hmm.
and stop wasting time. And it stops wasting time. Stop wasting time with outdated systems, basically. And I think I don't know if Time Track Go is global, so don't take my world comment to heart. I think they're just in the U.S. for now, but I'm sure they want to
Hey,
spread overseas
big
and
dreams over here, Brian.
big dreams. Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Contract Go has a special offer for It's About Payroll listeners. So right now, they are offering an additional 50% off for the first 2 months. Just head over to www.timetrackgo.com/IAP. That's www.timetrackgo.com/IAP
I
to start your
AP.
14-day free trial today and claim this special offer. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, man. The season in review.
Oh yeah, it's like my favorite episode to do, and it's also a cheat code. Like I tell everybody
Yeah.
every time we do it, it's like, hey, we're gonna review all the good
Yeah.
shows, and you get to drill back on what we did this
Yeah.
season. But let's see, IAP. What stands out for me in this season? We did a little New Year planning because it's
Yeah.
only Q1.
Yeah.
So we did some New Year planning. We did auditing. We did a true crime. We got to do another true crime.
Yeah.
I think it's time for.
Hmm.
And we did. Oh, that was I like that one. My favorite one. One of my favorites I think was, what would you do with AI? Like we speculated on
What do
what
we
we would
want?
want
Yep. Hmm.
AI to do in
Yep.
payroll, like for us. That was a lot of
Hmm.
fun.
This episode is brought to you by the Toyota Grand Highlander. From daily routines to life-changing adventures, the Toyota Grand Highlander is spacious, powerful, and ready to take on life's grand challenges. Advanced safety features and innovative technology give you confidence for whatever life throws at you. And it's available in a hybrid Nightshade Special Edition, which includes sophisticated gloss black exterior accents and 20-inch black alloy wheels. Learn more at toyota.com/Grand Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
I think that might have been the episode that got folks riled up and on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, it's not going to take away from payroll department." I'm like, "Yes, it is. Stop with the madness." What else? Ooh, we had Mateo Borden on as a guest from Oyster
Yeah. Yep.
HR. We talked about hybrid. We talked 24 versus 26
Hmm.
checks. Overlooked and underpaid. So another okay. So looking back at it, I think, and of course Pete, man, Pete Tiliakos we had on. If you have not, oh no, by the time this post, it'll be too late probably. We're right at the end,
Yeah.
the last week of doing the payroll confidence survey that
Hmm.
Pete hosts, hopefully annually now. If you haven't done it, hint hint, Walt. If you haven't done it yet, everybody, go do it. You guys still gotta, as of this recording, you had some time, but
Yep.
I don't know if I think the last day to do it is the 31st.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Look, I had a great time with this season. I have a great time with every season. I always think back now, like as far the further we get, the more I think about how we were like, oh, we're gonna run out of stuff to talk about
Hmm.
when we first started this. So, what about you? What were your faves? What stands out for you?
I think that definitely the one with Pete, like you spoke to. I like the episode about the how payroll impacts employee experience and the employee
Yep,
retention. So I love
yep,
that. I love the one
yeah.
about the errors that we talked about.
Oh
That
yeah,
one.
that was a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah. So I realized that I had two episodes when I was looking. We had two episodes that were like the same topic, right? So the role of
bro. Which
payroll
ones?
in employee experience and retention, and overlooked and
Mm-hmm.
underpaid, surprising way payroll impacts the employee experience and retention. It was the same topic, but I think we came from two different lanes in both
Yeah,
shows.
yeah.
So
It was.
I
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But I remember that
yeah,
episode. So we definitely talked about different
yeah.
things.
I think there was one part on there where I talked about how the union payroll experience versus the regular payroll experience for the employee
Yeah,
may vary.
for sure. For sure.
And
Yeah.
I think I like the episode with the 24 pays versus the 26 pays. That was a good
Yep.
one. The manual checks episode, I think a lot of people liked.
Oh,
Yeah,
heck
so I
yeah.
like that one too. And the hybrid
Yep.
one, the hybrid work and payroll and like insights and strategies for hybrid work, because a lot of us are in that position now, or either fully
Yep.
remote or you're hybrid yourself.
Yeah.
That's that seems like a lot of the workforce right now.
Yeah. It is, and it's tough. And I'm just trying. I'm thinking about the hybrid situation because although I wouldn't give up hybrid. So my bosses are listening. Don't get any crazy ideas. But like I do, like I think being all remote again was fine for me. I was able to stretch my time, my 40 hours I stretched over 7 days,
Yeah,
20, like
yeah,
I've
yeah,
stretched it over 24/7, and
yeah,
there was nothing wrong with that, especially if you hit, again, I was promoted during that time,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was fine. But the hybrid can be challenging because the days that I'm home, it's like as soon as the house is too full, like I only have I have a good amount of the day, but when my little one gets home from school, it's like
You have to switch jobs.
it's a slow down, it's a little slow
Yeah,
down. And I've got to switch totally,
yeah,
but I have to slow down. I don't want to be rude and get away from me while I'm working. No, I got to stop and give her hugs, and it's
yeah,
awesome because she's gonna grow out of that soon, and I'm not gonna get it anymore. And but anyway, like the more people that are in the house, it's not just her. It's just
yeah,
more
yeah,
people
yeah,
in the
yeah.
house. The kind of more, and I don't have closed off
Mhm.
rooms, so. Whereas when I was home full time, it was easier. So it was weird. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It's just weird.
Okay.
So yeah, but again, all these things like we're gonna do these subjects all over again at some
Because
point.
things are
You know what
always
I mean?
changing, right?
It's
Things are
changing.
always changing.
Yeah,
There's always going to be an update.
yeah.
There's always going to be AI is going to be here. It's going to be a topic we always are talking about. There's going to be more mergers out there. What was it? Paychecks and Paycor that merged here. Like you mentioned that.
It's going through a
Yeah,
merger now. Yeah.
so there's going to be things that occur and happen in
Yep.
these next couple of months and weeks, months,
Years,
years.
months, years. Yeah.
So yeah, man.
It's gonna move quick.
Yes, sir.
I can't reveal because I promised the salesperson I wouldn't say, but I did a light demo of a system that's out there
Hmm.
now, and they're working in AI. It's a payroll system,
Nice.
and then they're working. It's more than that also, but they're working in AI. It's in the on the roadmap to keep continuing. So it's coming, folks. It's coming,
It's going to, and
and
like I agree with you. I'm of the mindset that it is going to change how we process. Going to
absolutely
change the payroll
as it should.
department is going
Hmm.
to, because if you have AI that can do the job of two people, three
Yep.
people, four people.
Yep. I need it now, bro. There's so much work that I can do, and it's not hard work. It's just
Hmm.
time consuming. Like I need the time to dedicate to it. Whereas if I could have an AI co-pilot that I could say, "Hey, go do this, run these reports, give me this output, give me the net," and I could just speak to it, and it's running and could do. Come on, man, I would
Let
kill
me
it.
ask you,
I
this
would
is kind
kill
of
it.
like left field here when I'm asking this question. I
That's
just
all
thought
right.
about it, right? But do you think in a world where AI does impact the payroll in such a way that we're discussing, right, that it will create more longevity on jobs for people? That if I'm the person that's a payroll processor, manager, whatever my title is, that hey, I'm in here, I'm doing what I got to do, and I'm focusing on this and managing that and this and that. Do you think that will create more longevity for people?
What do you mean by longevity? That one person would stay in that job with that
Yeah,
company for a long
yeah,
time?
Finding a great career has always been a challenge. But today, with the massive changes underway in just about every sector of the economy, in just about every country in the world, finding a great new career is even more challenging. And if you're a student, recent graduate, or someone else early in their career, it's even harder for you because you just don't have the experience that those who might be 10, 20, 30 years older than you have. The answer? The podcast, From Dorms to Desks, a podcast by College Recruiter Job Search Site, where every week we take a deep dive into a topic specifically of interest to candidates who are early in their careers and looking for a great part-time, seasonal, internship, or other entry-level job.
potentially.
I don't know. I guess it could, because if I'm hearing you, it could prevent burnout.
Yes,
It could prevent burnout. And because people want to do more with less, or not people, let me rephrase, companies, the hard decisions is to do more with
think about
less.
it. If a payroll system had a AI like Chat
Mm,
GPT built in, you can
mhm.
run this report. I need you to, and when you run it, compare this and that and this, and it spit it out like you want. Of course, you would have to check the data just to
Because of the
the hallucinations,
hallucinations.
but look, you
Yep.
could tell it what you want to what you want it to do instead of like having to build a custom report or whatever. You just tell it like, hey,
Mhm.
you this prompt, put this in, send it to this
That's what
person.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like right now, I just need to do a lot of little audits,
Hmm.
but it's on big data sets,
Yeah.
so it's oof. And then you find the output of the audit, then you got to immediately change it because the information changes so
Yeah.
quick that if you don't, and we talked about this in the audits
Yep.
episode, right? If you don't execute the output of your audit immediately, it's outdated when you get back
Yes,
to it.
sir.
So if you could put AI on those tasks,
Yep.
even like an overnight thing, look like all the
Hmm.
time that we lose having to from 9 to 5. And if you could end your day with telling AI, hey, overnight, by tomorrow by 9, when I get back, so when I log in tomorrow morning, please have these outputs in my
Yep.
folder. Boom, boom.
Yep.
Matter of fact, go ahead and if you find this output and you find this delta, correct it. And here's the correction.
Correct it, or if someone else needs to make a change, like say it's a time punch, you have it looking connected to your time and attendance. You can have it. You can have it check all that stuff for you.
Yep. Yeah. Automatically send out. I'm in a payroll week right now. I just sent out exceptions this
Yep.
morning. They weren't allowed not a lot, so shout out to the crew, shout out to the team, but in the field rather in the stores. But if hey, every Monday go ahead and run, and it's probably almost possible,
Yeah.
but it's hey, run the exception report, send it to this person every Monday at this time or every other Monday at this
Yeah.
time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just so many little things that can be done, and it gives us the time to now do higher level work and
Hmm.
be more thoughtful about our work and
Hmm.
building the relationships that we need, solving the problems that your people are having in a better
Hmm.
way. Yeah, I hope I get to use it while I'm still a payroll practitioner. Shoot.
Yeah. You'll see, man. All
Yeah.
right.
So anything else stick out for you for the
No,
season?
that was pretty much it, man. I think you covered everything else, and we talked about everything. We do have to do another true crime. We haven't done one in a minute.
Yeah, we haven't done one in a while.
Yeah.
That's all. It's time to do another one.
So yeah, that's it, man.
All right. What you want to do this little
Yeah,
pop
I
quiz you
got you,
got going over
man. Two
here?
questions. That's it.
Okay.
You should ace these just fine. So in our episode with Steven, he said that this is true or false. He said that there are people who have used his services more than once.
True, because I remember you asking specifically.
Yeah, that's a layup. All right, and then
That was a
this next one
layup.
is a layup too. I think. Which of the
Yeah.
following is the most common payroll mistake? A, employee misclass. B, time or punch errors. Or C, incorrect salary and wages.
A, employee
Yep.
misclassification.
Yep.
Yep. That's a perfect way to end off the
Yes,
show.
sir.
I like that little nugget. Oh, and just so you know, Steven's services were tax debt.
Tax that.
So Walt asked him, yeah, it's tax debt.
Mhm.
He's a lawyer that helps you navigate tax debt with the IRS or wherever, I guess, any other
Mhm.
jurisdiction. So Walt had asked him, "Do you have repeat
Yeah.
offenders?" And he's yes, yes,
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, man, nice, awesome, bro.
All right, man.
Until the next time, we love you, folks.
Yes.
Peace. Catch us to the new season starting.
Yep.
Before we sign off, here are a couple quick things. Don't forget to follow It's About Payroll on LinkedIn and It's About Your Paycheck on Facebook and TikTok.
Thank you for being part of our payroll community, and thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.